Hi, I'm Mary Morrissey, author of two best-selling books, No Less Than Greatness and Building Your Field of Dreams, which became a PBS special. Also the founder of Life Mastery Institute. Today's topic, how to know if this is the right time and even if you should make a career change. So at a certain point in life, we're going along and then we feel like, oh, is this all there is? Is this where I should stay? Is this where I should continue to build my career? Is this a place where am I going to really be fulfilled? Am I going to really have a chance to give my gift? Is there really a ladder I can climb for greater, freer, fuller, expanded expression in my career path? And you start to think about making a career change. And then the voice of doubt and fear and worry can come in because, it's pretty good and maybe you have some benefits, but you're not satisfied and you're not fulfilled. So it is not easy to let go of a career or a position in a company or something you're doing that's going fairly well, even if it's not fulfilling, because you know it. You're used to it. There's a certain rhythm of comfort in it. But deep down, if you're not fulfilled and if you're not really growing, then that is why, again and again, this thought of, well, maybe I could make a career change. Maybe I could do something different comes to mind. And then we shut it down usually because we don't know quite how to do it. We don't know how hard it's going to be, and we don't even know if it's going to be better on the other side of that change. So let's take a breath together. I have attended over 500 deaths in my life. I spent the first portion of my professional career as a minister. I saw lots and lots of people in the last few breaths of their life. And rarely did anyone regret what they did do. The big regret was the chances they didn't take, the opportunities they didn't step into, the life they didn't live. And that, I really believe, is why part of you is thinking that maybe a career change, maybe a bit of betting on you, saying yes to yourself, just in fact might be the right thing. I know it's difficult to say yes to yourself. The enemy of great isn't fear. The enemy of great is actually good. You maybe have it pretty good where you are. At least you think you can deal with it for another year, 10 or 15. But there's something that's moving in you, and that's why you're looking around the web. And I believe out of the trillions of places you could have gone for ideas about career change, you came here today, and you and I are having a chance to talk because I have helped many, many, many people over the years make change in their life, and particularly in the area of career, of what we call vocari, that your unique thumbprint, your unique difference in the world. There's a process that's important in making a career change, and that process begins with discovering what really matters to you. And if you could wave a magic wand over the 40 hours a week or so that you're going to pour into a career, what would you love doing with your time? What would you love doing? So let me tell you about a couple of different clients who made decisions for career change after the age of 40. One is a man named Tony, and when he came and started doing some of the work that I do and allowing me to help him look at his life and decide what parts of his life where he was fully alive and what parts of his life where he wasn't really fully alive. His career was definitely the place in his life where he was not fully alive. In fact, he actually described it that he had to check his soul at the door of the corporation he worked in every time he went there. However, he's a dad, he's a husband, he's got 2 little kids. The enemy of great is good. He had a pretty good job. He was making about $150,000 a year. But he was unhappy and he wasn't fulfilled. And he was thinking, is this all there is? And with a process, we helped Tony discover and begin to get clear about if he could do anything he wanted to do with his talent, with his skill, with his ability to analyze, which he has a great deal of, what would he do? And we also helped him begin to have the confidence to be able to make small but sequential moves in his life and begin to put himself in harmony with a career life that he would absolutely love. So today, not very long later, just about 2 or 3 years later, here's Tony. He no longer works for that corporation. He owns 2 businesses, and he does consulting for corporations like the corporation he used to work for, and in fact, that corporation is now a client of his. And Tony, now, he's no longer making $150,000 a year. He's making 3 or 4 times that much money. So he got liberated and free in all kinds of areas, but most of all, never again does he have to check his soul at the door of the workplace where he goes. It's a place he loves going, and it's work he loves doing. That can happen for you. And real quickly, a woman named Felicia, who in her mid-40s, mid to late 40s, was doing work that she actually liked fairly well, but she just felt deep down she was meant to have a larger reach. She was meant to have more impact. She was meant for her work, her talent, to have more meaning and significance than where she was pouring her energy and her time. And again, with some very simple but highly effective steps, we helped her design first in her mind and then take some small but highly effective steps. So today, she too happens to own her own business. You may not want to own your own business. I'm just telling you about two clients who dreamed that dream for themselves. But whether you make a career change and you start to own your own business, or you work for a different business, or you open up yourself to a different life, you're going to want life balance. You're going to want life balance because having a life that when you look at your calendar, you go, I love my life. When you're doing your work, you're going, I love my life. When you put your head on the pillow at night, you're so grateful for the work that you were able to do that day and the difference you were able to make. Life coaching may actually be an option to help you take a look at your life and discover what's going on, what you would love more of, what you would love less of. And in fact, you may even consider one of the new possibilities for you might be that you would become a life coach and help other people get unlocked, help other people get free. So an example of life coach success at or after being 40 is Felicia, as I mentioned to you. She had this longing to be more, do more, give more. She went through our life coach certification training. Today, she has clients all over the world. Today, when she looks at her calendar, and instead of working 50 hours a week, she works about 25 or 30 hours a week. Way more income, way more impact, way more difference, and way more life balance, way more personal freedom. So consider what it is that you might really enjoy, something you've done enough of in your life that you know that you're good at it and you just want significance and not just what's coming your way. Possibly the last company you work for, you want to get out of the rat race and have a solid life you love living. There's a woman named Carrie that has come to work in our company who, when she was working in a different industry, she never knew when she was going to be on the road. She never knew how long that was going to take. Her life was not really at her command. And she decided to make a career change after 40, and she started looking around. We're fortunate that her looking around brought her to our particular company. But I want you to know there are companies who are looking for somebody who really wants to grow, somebody who wants to make a difference, somebody who's passionate about bringing their key talents to the table of an initiative or a position or a company. You can make a life change after 40. You can make a life change anytime you want, and you can make a career change. Do not let fear or doubt or worry stop you. Go ahead and click below, and let's find out if either having some coaching in your life or becoming a coach might exactly help you make that move you want to make. You just haven't known how. Thanks for coming today. Click below. Have a great day.